Hello, everyone. Welcome to TMI, Too Much Information with Moondog. And we have a special guest today. But before we get started and bring our guest onto the stage, I just wanted to give a call out, a shout out to our sponsors. So our first sponsor, a longtime sponsor, is Aura.com, which is an online cybersecurity company that I use. They're really important to have really good virtual and online security nowadays, especially. And Aura gives you a whole suite of services, protective services, and for one low monthly fee. And if you're ever on public Wi-Fi, you definitely need to have just a little bit of protection because you don't know who set up that Wi-Fi, who's listening in on that Wi-Fi. They have credit monitoring, spam blockers, fraud alerts, and they have a VPN, which is what you need if you're on public Wi-Fi, a virtual private network. And my favorite service that they have is data broker removal, which is if you ever get spam, either spam messages, texts, or emails, oftentimes how they get your email address in the first place is they buy these lists from these companies called data brokers, and they buy and sell our information. A lot of really information that you don't want out there, like your actual physical address, your phone number, sometimes even your partial social security number. That kind of information gets bought and sold legally, and you can have yourself, there's laws out there that allow you to be removed from these lists, but you have to formally go to each and every one of these data broker companies and formally ask them. Or you could just use Aura. You have a feature where you can just, with a press of a button, they will formally go and reach out to these hundreds of companies out there, because that would just be a tedious process to go every one of these hundreds of them. You can get yourself wiped out from all of them with one fell swoop using Aura. And if you use my link there, aura.com/moondog, you can try them out for 14 days free. And that includes the data broker removal service. So try them out and let me know how it works for you. And our other sponsor is Mad Hat Jerky, which is a great all-natural beef jerky, delicious. We had Matt as a guest a couple of weeks ago. Great young man, only 19 years old, but he actually came out with this jerky, won a contest. He was 11 years old when he started this company. That's just amazing that, he's so young, so entrepreneurial. I really appreciate that and got a lot of respect for him. And if you use my link, you get 15% off. Just use the code Moondog at Mad Hat Jerky. There's a QR code there. Check them out. And they may have a free sampler pack. He was totally out of it last time. But they may have it back in stock. Check it out and let me know if they do have it back in stock. But it's great jerky. He's got so many different flavors. Try them out. We've got some guests. We have a special guest today, so let me bring him onto stage. Oh, wait, before we do that, forgot to give you an early bird clue for everybody out there who our guest is actually giving away the prize today. But here's your early bird clue. If you recognize this sports team, put it in a hashtag and put it in the side chat right now, and you'll be automatically entered into the software and for the drawing at the end of the show. And as a special bonus, if you email me the correct answer and send it as an email to, let me just bring this up to full screen here, or at least a larger screen, if you send it to contest@moondogindustries.com with a correct answer in your subject line and your mailing address in the body of the email, I will send you a special patch from Vector Optics, because we're going to be giving away a Vector Optics LPVO at the end of the show here. So you could win a special patch if you email me the correct answer. So here's your first clue. If you recognize the sports team, send it to me. I just need the name of the team. Don't need to include the city or the state that it's in. And unfortunately, the software is specific to a set of characters, words. So it has to just be the 4-letter name of the team. So, all right. So, and it'll make sense as to why I picked this team in a minute, because we have as our special guest, we have Aaron Gines. Aaron, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Very good. So Aaron's from Anarchy Outdoors. And
yes, I am.
And where's Anarchy?
Anarchy Outdoors is located in northern Utah.
Very good. So that should also be an extra clue for the folks out there who, if you need a little extra clue as to the name of this team. But if you recognize that logo, please put it into the side chat or email me. And the first 3 correct answers via email will get a patch. That applies to you, Aaron. But I'll throw that in there if you want to take part of this. But thank you for supplying the prize, the main prize at the end of the show for the correct answer. You're going to be giving away a cap.
We'll throw together a little swag pack for whoever wins.
Awesome.
So a hat and some stickers and maybe a coin or a patch, whatever's laying around in the office. Okay. I could also go to the other basket with other company swag and just grab a handful of stickers. I have piles of stuff that we get as we order things. So.
And were you over at SHOT Show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So you probably came home with luggage full of swag.
Let's see. I'm trying to see all of that on my desk right there. That way, those are all patches from SHOT Show.
Good Lord.
They're still in their wrappers. So
did you get that from other brands, or are those yours?
No, from other brands.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, when you saw the wide shot of my screen, I have a patch wall over there that's I've been collecting.
Let me put put you on the
floor.
There we go. Excellent.
So
I got to start.
I have to get another one because I ran out of room this year.
I know. Where do you buy your patch wall?
I bought that one on Amazon, but I can't find the exact same size. So it's like I have a metal door in the corner over there, and I was thinking about just putting like Velcro magnet and then just sticking it on the door instead of buying another wall. But I'll figure it out.
For a hot minute, 511 used to sell this backpack that the whole back end was hook and loop, so it was perfect for putting patches on. But they stopped making that, and I always regretted that I have one, but there was this one rifle bag company that put out a rifle bag that was all Velcro, all loops on the front, so it had plenty of room to put, and it also had those cutouts, those laser cutouts for Molly, but they didn't have they didn't, for some crazy reason, they didn't design it with D-rings to put a strap onto. It was just had the hand straps. So it's like I hardly ever use it, and so I wish every time I go meet with any of the bag companies at SHOT Show, I always tell them, hey, you should come out with this, and I've yet to see somebody come out with one.
You need a bigger Velcro patch so we can put a bunch of them on.
All right, so thank you for supplying their prize. So those of you out there who know the answer, you'll get a swag pack from Anarchy. So are you ready to chime in on some of the videos that are posted up this week?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
All right.
Whatever. It's your agenda. So ask questions or show me and I'll react or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get started with that. So let me just bring this up here.
Also, for everybody in the comments, if you have a question, fire them over.
Absolutely.
I love questions from the comments.
So one of the first video I posted up was from SHOT Show, and I stopped by the Athlon Optics booth. Did you stop over there? And I was blown away. They had 54 new scopes, updated scopes, and usually you'll see 1 or 2 new products, but they've revamped their entire line with new turret designs, new, and their high-end Midas line has now they have shake awake illumination, which it's there's a couple of scope companies. Burris came out with it, and I want to say was it who came out with an LPVO that also had it? I'm forgetting now.
It's probably Primary Arms.
Yeah. But that was only like an accessory you could buy. They didn't have it as a sort of a default or a standard feature, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they still don't, which is kind of crazy that they don't include that.
One of the main reasons for Athlon having so many new scopes and different designs is, I'm good friends with the one of the founders, Trent.
Yeah.
they're moving all but their 1-inch scope production out of China into the Philippines and into Japan.
Yeah, I think that's great. That's also great news, and I feel a little bit of pride since my family's from there. I would, you know what? I should reach out to Trent. I'm planning on going to visit. My dad wants me to go visit the family beach in the Philippines. There is literally, if you Google it, there is a Del Mundo beach, and that's actually my family's beach out in his island. So,
well, let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, anytime.
To the Philippines.
I gotta ask Trent where the OEM is for them or their factory, and if it's anywhere near Manila. Sure, I'll go stop by. I'd love to go take a tour of the scope factory. So let me just play a little short from SHOT Show.
Done a 4-24 for the environment hunters or the guy who needs a little more magnification. Exposed locking elevation turret, capped, zero stop, push button illumination.
Oh, okay.
So got a lot of features for the dollar right there.
So to change the brightness, how do you do that with the push button?
To turn it on, hold it down for like 3 seconds, and then it's just a simple push through.
Oh, okay.
And then to shut it off, hold the button down for 3 seconds, or if you forget, it automatically shuts off after 2 hours.
Yes, slow clap for that. I think that's one of the best features to come out with any scope company, and I expect it to be just sort of a standard feature now. I don't know why they haven't. More companies haven't rolled out with that yet, but I expect it to be as common as first focal plane is now.
I mean, the market is what drives it. So if it becomes popular, you'll see adoption.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know what that adds in terms of incremental cost. I mean, everything has a cost, but I can't imagine that it's huge or whatever. Or especially if it becomes so ubiquitous, they'll just make it in bulk, or you can just buy
I think it would depend on the OEM that you're using.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they found an OEM that makes a lot of handgun red dots that have shake awake in them already, and they were able to put it into.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Scope. So. A lot, especially with scope companies, a lot of it depends on the abilities of the OEM.
Yeah.
What the manufacturer can actually be capable of doing.
Yeah, get capable, have the materials, and with the availability of the materials for that. And I'm just thinking, totally side note, just the news about how AI has just sort of driven the price for memory through the roof. And I just saw in the news the other day that Western Digital, all of their hard drives have now they're just sold out of all their hard drives for the rest of the year. Like, that's crazy. But stuff like that can happen. Like an entire sort of component can be unavailable because of whatever situation out there. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen with the diodes or whatever that are in those caps. But I expect it to be just like with the pistol red dots. It's almost a cost of entry. If you don't have a shake awake, then no one's going to buy your stuff anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially on a defense gun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's probably. It's not necessarily as hypercritical on a long range rifle, but I do appreciate at the very least to have an auto off feature, because everybody's forgotten to turn off their illumination, and then end up with a dead battery the next time they're at the range or whatever. So I could always use that a little bit of a help for my senior moments. All right.
Yeah, I have electronic level on my gun.
Does it automatically turn off?
No, it's always dead because I forget to turn it off.
Exactly.
I'm getting it ready. I haven't shot a centerfire match in a few years. I'm getting my gun ready, and I turned it on. I was like, of course it's dead, because and actually it was on. That's Click. Oh, it's off. Dang it. Oh well. Yeah, I'm like the battery killer when it comes to certain things.
And
Forget to turn them off.
I'll keep a couple of extra coin batteries in my range bag, of course, but it seems like half the time they're dead too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for whatever, it's like, wait, I could have sworn I just replaced this last year. Oh, it expired last year. Yeah, stuff like that happens. Yeah, it's life. All right. So, on another note, I also did a review of this new budget scope company called Aquilifer. Have you heard of them?
No.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I'd never heard of them before they contacted me like 3 months ago. It's one, it's yet another brand that comes out of China, and I'm sure, like you said, OEM from somebody else, but I haven't necessarily seen like an exact copy of their design. Sometimes you'll see the stuff on Amazon where it looks like exactly the same as another scope that's on Amazon with some other random name, like I forget, is it the UUQ or UNQ or something? I've seen a bunch of these budget brands. One's just initials, and that doesn't even make sense. But in China, they encourage companies to just churn out as clone other from an OEM, and they make it easy. They're just trying to I'm sure there's a random name generator. Because as long as you have a different name, then you don't have to run afoul with with regulations. So, but this one looks suspiciously like a Strike Eagle, but not exactly enough, maybe. I don't know. But this is what it looks like here. I'm going to just add this to the stage.
Of the soldier who was given the honor of holding the gold.
Oh, sorry. Let me start that from over again.
Aquilifer is a name from ancient Rome. It is the rank and title of the soldier who was given the honor of holding the Golden Eagle standard for his legion. And this is an Aquilifer EP5 to 25 power scope. And we're going to see if this budget first focal plane optic has the performance to live up to its name.
So that is what Aquilifer means. It's a ancient Roman title for the guy, essentially the guidon for his unit, because he'd be the one holding this Golden Eagle standard for the Legion. And I didn't even know. I mean, I used to think that I knew a little bit about a little bit of ancient history, but I've actually never run across that term before. So
I haven't either.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of folks on the side chat already. That's great. We've got and if you have any questions, our guest today is from Anarchy Outdoor, and we're going to get into Anarchy's product lines and a little bit about him and his background in a minute. But get your questions ready out there. Let me just highlight some of the folks who are out here already. We got Vadim, we got Porsche Speedster, we got living in West Virginia, we got Jacqueline, we have Melinda Turmer. Melinda Turmer. Sorry. I apologize for totally butchering your name there, or at least your handle. And oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to butcher this one too. Elaine Gami. And we got Michael Dunn. And did I get everybody? Oh, and William Trax, Yuri Bosch, Tim Mooney. Thanks, everybody. I hopefully Tim says ancient history was called current events when I was young. Yeah, hopefully you weren't old enough to be in the Roman Legion there, Tim. So we can only hope that. And Michael Dunn says that one I got from Moondog TV is doing well. So I'm forgetting now. I think Michael won one of the Aquilifers for was it last month or 2 months ago? So I'm glad to hear that for a budget object it was doing pretty well. The ones I've had so far that I've been kicking around at the range have yet to fail. So, and hopefully it'll hold up, and they stick around, and they have a supposedly lifetime warranty. So I haven't had to return anything and to experience the return process. Oh no, I correct myself. they were actually really good with the return process. I remember the LPVO, the first one that I got from them, and I covered that in my review video. There was a blem inside of the reticle, and I contacted them regular, just as a regular consumer, and told them about that, and they got me a replacement lickety split. So at the very least, they were responsive to their email. So, but if for anybody out there who picks up one, let me know. Not that I can really do anything about it, but at least I can, through my contact there, I can at least, maybe throw in a word like, hey, somebody I know sent in something or whatever. But if there's a bad batch, I'd like to know anyway. Okay, so let's move on. For my other channel, my non-Pew Pew channel, I got a chance to test out the 511 backpack. This is their low visibility backpack, which I showed the 511 booth video the other week, but I also posted up a specific review of that backpack. So let me bring that onto the stage right now. And this is the unboxing of that backpack. It's not as brightly blue as the thumbnail there. It's actually a little more subdued like this. So it's not a super bright blue. And it's got a nice pass-through pocket there that has has hook and loop loops in the inside. And also a strap. So you can that's where you can put in your holster or a mag pouch into that. And it's got a pretty generous pocket on the inside, large enough to put a 15-inch laptop, which I test out there, and certainly big enough to fit in a standard SAPI plate, especially if you've got like a swimmer's cut like mine. It wouldn't be a problem to get in there. But 511 makes some great gear. Yeah. And you've had a chance to you got some of the 511 gear, Aaron?
I actually compete against 511 in one of the pillars of business, and the product offerings that we offer stomps 511, but to each their own. They do make some awesome backpacks. Their tactical pants and stuff have a lot to be desired, but I've had a couple 511 backpacks, and I've always liked them. They're well made, and they have all the right features. I have one similar, or I have a more of a tactical one that's not low vis. It's like OD green and with loops and stuff all over it. But I like it. I mean, it works great. 511 fits the market where it needs to. I'm kind of a gear snob, so
Absolutely
I do some other stuff. So, but for the last 8 years, we have been a U.S. distributor of UF Pro combat uniforms. And we've been for the last year and a half, we've been a U.S. dealer for a German web gear company called Linderhof. Both of those companies make extremely nice gear. So, and then we've moved into with the tariffs and everything, they've kind of priced out of the market for like your smaller SWAT teams and things. So we've started testing and playing with Born Primitives stuff.
Are they Swedish?
No, they're a U.S. company.
Oh,
so
okay.
I would typically, and since we sell this, we've done over 1,600 SWAT team deals. 511's the bottom, and then it goes Born Primitive, and then it goes UF Pro.
Oh yeah. They're
UF Pro and Cry Precision, right? So
yeah, I mean 511's for operators and tactical teams. I mean they're a consumer company. They started off as doing climbing and mountaineering gear. So yeah, it's a different. Yeah, I'm totally with you there.
Oh, it's the price points are 3x difference too, right? It's a very different world, but
yeah, I'm certainly, as far as like the stuff that I buy to wear, it's definitely in the bargain basement. So that's my budget.
We'll have to hook you up with a pair of you.
Oh yeah, so. I will wear the hell out of that thing.
Perfect. True spec. Oh man, sad day with the true specs, but it's fine. Michael Dunn. We're located in northern Utah.
So,
but we do business all over the world. So
absolutely. Let me bring that question up there for everybody. Okay, and let me wrap up with the videos from this week. We have on my Moondog Go channel, which is my travel channel. I got a chance to go visit Carmel, California, and I don't know if have you ever been there, Aaron?
I've been close to Carmel, but never in Carmel.
So it is a very charming little town, also very, very expensive town in terms of the one of the famous restaurants there was formerly owned by Clint Eastwood, and we stopped by there just to see about having lunch there, and the price of their signature burger was $31 for the plate. It's like, okay, not something that I would eat on a regular basis, and unless I happen to own a lot of Apple stock or something. So
no,
but
actually I have been to Carmel. I passed through it. I was staying in Monterey.
Yeah, because it's like one stop. It's one freeway exit, and then you're already in Monterey over there. And but it's an older town. I should say Carmel is, and it's got some very European features. Like there's this little chocolate shop was actually not on the street. It was in the back of one of the buildings, so you had to like walk through this pathway, this alley between two buildings to get to. So let me just bring this just a little snippet of this.
Hey, I recognize that word.
Do you?
Yeah, we'll get into my past a little bit.
So you make your way through the back of the building, and there's a little courtyard there. There's an art gallery and a chocolate shop. So how do you know that word?
Let me see if I can remember how to say it.
Is it Zolotl?
It's.
Let me bring that up.
Trying to remember. Trying to remember if it's a Nahuatl word or if it's a Mayan word. Because if it's Nahuatl, it's the X makes a sh sound.
Oh, so
chocolatl.
Chocolatl?
Yeah, something like that. So I'm a member of the LDS Church. So
okay.
Typically when you're younger, you serve a proselyting mission.
Yeah.
I served mine in Mesoamerica. I served mine in Yucatan with the Mayan people. So
that's cool.
I speak, well, my Spanish isn't as good as it used to be, but I used to be fluent in Spanish, and I spoke a little bit of Yucatecan Mayan.
That's so cool. So you were you served your mission in the Yucatan?
Mm-hmm. I spent 6 months in Cancun, and I spent 18 months on the other side in Merida, Tizimín, Los Colorados, Valladolid, out on that side of the peninsula.
Yeah. So. Which side is that? I'm don't know.
So Cancun is on the side. Like, let's say the Caribbean side.
Yeah.
Merida is more on the Gulf of America side, Gulf of Mexico side. so
yeah. That's awesome.
I don't know, whatever we're calling it these days. I'm not sure. but yeah, I mean, so it's a unique fact about me. So I love the Mayan language and the culture and the food. I lived in Mexico for 2 years and almost ate zero Mexican food. So
What did you end up eating?
it's Mayan food.
Oh, okay.
So people don't realize how diverse the culture of Mexico is. Every state has its own native dialect, its own culture, clothes, food, dance. They're all very different. In the United States, we're very used to northern Mexico.
Yeah.
And we're becoming familiar with central Mexico. Like that's where you get carne al pastor tacos and like some of the really, really good food comes out of central Mexico. But then you get down into the Yucatan. Yucatan was its own country for a long time. And when the Mexicans recaptured it in the early 20s, they suppressed the Mayan people hard. But Yucatan was its own independent country for a little bit. Their language is very different. Their culture is very different. Their food is completely different. They look very different as well.
Now, what's the food like? Because I got a chance to eat some of the local soups, but that was really the extent of it over whenever I had visited Cancun and Cozumel.
Yeah, Cancun is it's a melting pot of culture. You got to get out
very touristy.
You got to get out on the other side, and it becomes very different. But like pork and beans, frijol con puerco, it's weird. They eat certain foods on certain days. So Sundays is cochinito pibil, which is like Polynesian cooked pork, like
Kahlua pork.
Kahlua pork, yeah, like it's cooked the same way in the ground. Wrapped in banana leaves and stuff. Cooked with this. Actually, they're cooked very, very similar. Same oranges and different things. They're very similar.
Wow. Okay.
And then a lot of rice and beans, black beans. A lot of pork. They eat a lot of pork. So it's kind of really hard to explain unless you've seen it. But you take like a normal taco, but instead of cooking the tortilla, you would fry it. And then you open it up and stuff it with beans, and then you make a taco out of it.
Now, when they fry it, is it crispy fried, or is it just fried for the
just fried, kind of like Navajo taco, except for it's way thinner. Like so basically what they're doing is they're getting the tortilla to get puffy to feel full of air. Then they cut it open and stuff it with beans, refried beans, and then you just you make all sorts of different tacos out of it. They also eat a lot of turkey, actually, a lot of turkey and pork, and they fry everything. A lot of fried food, but a lot of it's really simple. And then they add the sauce and the spice to it. So,
flavor wise, is it lighter, or is it more tropical, fruity, or is it?
It could be a mix of both. The fresh fruit down there is incredible. Just incredible. And because Yucatan's like I call it a tropical rainforest. It's more like a tropical savanna. It's a lot of grasslands, but it has single canopy jungle, not like double canopy or triple canopy like the Philippines or Vietnam or Cambodia. Those are triple canopies. At the very bottom, they have some double canopy, but up where I was is all single canopy with a lot of grass, like safari grasslands.
Okay. Because that's pretty flat too. I mean, it's the highest
point is the pyramid at Chichen Itza. It's flat. Like I think I walked up one hill, like the whole time I was there. Like it's super flat. There's no rivers. It's all subterranean rivers. That's where you get the cenotes and all of that. It rains and it just penetrates the limestone and it just cuts out channels and things. So
yeah, it's super cool for anybody who hasn't had a chance to go visit. There's underground rivers, underground cave systems. It's really, really super cool.
Yeah, we could go all day on Mesoamerica, but William Tracks, yes, we have an Amazon store and we sell what we're allowed to sell on Amazon. So when we first started the business back in the wild, wild west of Amazon and eBay, we did very, very well on those platforms. And then they got
woke.
They got woke. And it's been rough. So eBay's actually loosened their reins up because they're trying to compete with Amazon. We had 450% growth on eBay last year.
That's good because it seems like Amazon's gotten tighter in the last couple of months.
They're working on it. They loosen sometimes, and then they go back and forth. It's a game you play, unfortunately. So
recently, and this is maybe a little too much inside the baseball here, but for anybody who does influencer marketing or Amazon stores like me, where I post up some of my reviews for there, and I have my own little. I mean, they have a program called Amazon Affiliates.
Mm-hmm.
They've across the board taken off all of the commissions for anything that's gun related, and they started that this year, and they didn't tell anybody about it until I just started. As I was posting up new reviews, I was trying to link those reviews to my Amazon store, and I couldn't find the button for it, and it was saying that this product is no longer part of the affiliate program. Like, when did that happen? And so I emailed them, and they told me that they didn't even, the person who responded to me didn't even know really much about it, because they just said sometimes we remove items, and I checked all of my past stuff that I have on my website, and all of them are no longer part of it. So
Yep.
Yeah. Fun times. All right.
It's always good. It's always good. So
okay, let me bring up here. Let's bring back the contest here for everybody. We're going to give away a prize from Anarchy Outdoors, and here's your next clue here. This NBA-based team is based in Salt Lake City, Utah, and that is the reason why I picked it today in honor of our guest, Aaron. And Aaron is from Anarchy Outdoors, which is a really innovative gun accessory and product, as well as online retailer. But you guys are unusual in that not only do you sell things, but you guys invent things, which I think puts you like totally apart, because that's how I first got acquainted with you, because I reviewed, as you can see here in the photo here, that's my Ruger Precision Rimfire rifle, and I got a chance to test out your Penguin grip, which is the grip that I have on there in the photo, and I still have on it, as well as I forget, is it the Big Bertha or the Baby Bertha, or the
looking at that picture, it looks like you have the Little Bertha on it.
Yeah, the Little Bertha knob, and also I got a matching color for the rear of the bolt on that.
Yeah, I got the red bolt shroud going on there.
I actually took off the Bertha because I was a little worried that it would. I've got a chamber flag indicator, and as an RSO, I didn't like the fact that my bolt looked like a chamber flag indicator from a distance.
Yeah.
So I put my old original black one back on there just because of that. It's like, okay, I like red as an accent, but from a safety standpoint, I didn't want the RSOs to misidentify my
I got something to make the RSO and you cry. Here's my center fire flag.
Oh,
it's
what
black.
is that? That is huge. What is that's your oh
yeah. So this is
inside your mag.
Yeah. So this is a mag well and chamber flag indicator. We call it the mag flag. So that's the flag that goes into the chamber.
Yeah.
And because my chassis is black and yellow, I made a black and yellow one. So it does kind of look like a magazine, though.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I mean that's actually very clever. So, which is a good point here. A good segue here. Let's talk a little bit about Anarchy Outdoors. What's the history of Anarchy Outdoors and how you got involved with them?
Okay, so Anarchy Outdoors is 10 years old, founded in October of 2015. I have a good friend of mine who is a serial entrepreneur. He called me out of the blue one day. Hadn't talked to him for like a year or two. He calls me out of the blue one day and goes, "Hey, you're a technical guy. You're an IT tech guy. Let's do a drop shipping company." So we set up a website and drop shipping company.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bought a Gen 1 Ruger precision rifle the same month that we set up the company. Well, drop shipping is terrible. Don't believe what people say. Yes, you can make it work, but it's cutthroat, right? You have to compete. It's a race to the bottom, right?
Yeah, margins are thin.
Yeah, margins are thin, and it's whatever. So what happened is I found a guy on eBay making the only aftermarket parts for the Ruger Precision. It was the handle and the shroud. And we got together, and it turns out like, you fake it till you make it. Hey, look, I have a retail website. I know what I'm doing. Like, even though it had like no sales on it. But so we took his product and we pivoted from drop shipping outdoor goods to rifle stuff. And then we worked with him where we were able to private label it. And then eventually we bought all the designs from them. And then we started making our own designs. Around the time we started making our own designs, the him and the machine shop that he worked with had a falling out. So we took the like 13 or 14 products that we had been helping them sell, and then we started iterating our own products from there. So over the last 10 years, we've done.
So did you use him, or did you have to find some your own fabricator?
Actually, we still use the original shop. We still use the original shop. We use several others as well. One of your questions when we were talking before the show was, where is our stuff made? All but one of our products is made here in the United States. We have a tactical seatback carrier that's OEM'd in China, but it's the only one of our products. Everything else is made here in the United States.
That's great. I love to hear that.
And it's made pretty local to us. We've got a place in Texas, one in Idaho, and one in Utah that makes all of our stuff. So we don't manufacture anything in house. It's all done by job shops and different things. But we design it and coordinate it. So, and it's slowly progressed over the years. As we've gotten more comfortable and as we've learned and grown and done different things, we now have a pretty good system in place of designing and iterating and bringing things to market. So,
and I got to say, some of the stuff that the stuff that you do that is your own designs are very very unique and innovative. I get a question here from William Trax. What is dropshipping?
Dropshipping is where a distributor will give you a data feed. You put that data feed on a website, you order it, and then the person at the website's not actually shipping you the product. They send a request back to the distributor. The distributor packs it and ships it to you. But whoever is the company acts as the storefront, the virtual storefront for them. Yeah, it's really common on Amazon. It's really common on eBay. It's a lot of websites have. It's hard to tell sometimes if a website's a drop shipping. Typically, the easiest way to tell is the quantity of products and the diversity of products on their website. I don't know how many we have on ours. We have under 1,000 SKUs on our website. If I turned on the dropshipping piece, we have 20,000 SKUs instantly. And we have done some drop shipping, and we have played with some things. We have some integrations with some of our distributors, and what we'll do every once in a while is we'll test a new product via dropship. Typically, these are optics and different things. And then if it sells, we'll stock it in house. So we play the game, the smart game.
So yeah, it's a kind of a fine line between. I mean, essentially, the difference we just say between an online retailer and a drop ship is that where it ships from, whether it's from your own warehouse or you are acting as an agent for somebody else, right? So how would you define it? Is a one way to define it?
Yeah, I mean, if you order from our website or you order from our Amazon account or eBay account, they ship out of our warehouse. There's a few things on Amazon that are fulfilled by Amazon, but not very much. Just because it's a pain to deal with. And honestly, I'd rather you guys come to my website because it's a lot cheaper for me. Selling on Amazon is expensive, but then we touch every single order. Our shipping department touch every single order. We pull them and double check them, and we pack them. You know, we include. I think we're sending Airheads out at the moment. We always include a piece of candy. They've been they've been caramel apple suckers, high chews. I think this go around is Airheads. We had the sour Airheads last time, and I was making fun of my business partner because he was like, I bought the cheaper ones, and I was like, I want the sour ones, bro. So maybe next time we'll get some sour ones again. They rotate on which one's cheaper, but we buy them by the freaking pound, like in big boxes and stuff. But we get a lot of awesome feedback on the candy. Hey, dude, my kid loved the candy, or hey, I got the gun part, my wife got the candy. It's like perfect. We get like just tons of comments on the fact that we ship just a single piece of candy in every order. So
yeah, we got one right here from 4X. He loves the candy.
Yep. Yeah, we've it's been fun, and again, we've been doing it for 10 years. Anarchy. We actually started in my business partner's basement. We moved into another business that he has in the back, and then we moved into kind of like a storefront for a few months, and then we bought a building in 2021. So we're in our own building, and I think we have 11 somewhere. Yeah, I think we have 11 employees, some full-time and some part-time.
And so, but it's all fulfillment. It's you don't have a brick and mortar retail store attached to it.
We have a showroom that you can walk into.
Oh, good.
But we'll take care of the local guys. You want to walk in, if you're in northern Utah and you want to walk in and say hi to us, it's banker hours, baby. It's 8:30 to 5, and on Friday we're out at 2:30. So as long as you can make it in banker hours, you're good. You can come in and take a look. And we get a half a dozen local guys that come in every day, and a lot of them are like, you're like a secret treasure trove, like, because we don't advertise locally because I don't have like retail staff. So my business partner, the chief operations officer, is the one who's going to talk to you when you walk in the door. And he's a big time hunter. And so he does a lot of, I used to do a lot of our product R&D, like the ideas and taking it to market, but he does most of it now. I'll just give him the idea and he'll actually make it a reality. I don't work for Anarchy full time. I'm an implementation and software product support manager. So when you were doing your little advertisement at the beginning for Aurora or whatever, I was like, that's my wheelhouse. I do security and compliance and all sorts of other things, which makes me very unique. My business partner, I've got two business partners. One of them is our chief operations officer. He runs the business every day. His name is Cody. If you ever call in and talk to the gun expert or whoever, you end up talking to one of our ladies. Then you end up talking to Cody. And Cody's phenomenal. He's a massive hunter. And if you look at our website, you can see PRS, precision rifle, and you can see a hunting, and you can see our different interests. We believe in using the gear we sell. There's used to be nothing on the website that we didn't use. There's a few things on there that we don't personally use anymore. But we use this gear. We use it. We use it in PRS. We use it in hunting. We don't believe in carrying things or selling you something that we won't use ourselves. So that's one of our core values. So I am in the shop. I typically 1.5 days a week, sometimes on Fridays, but every Wednesday I'm in the shop. So those of my friends that are looking to pick stuff up or people that want to actually talk to me, they show up on Wednesdays. So
they're good. Okay, so there you go, folks. If
I am nice, if you're on the friends list, I'll drive to the shop on Saturday and open it up for people.
Ooh, okay.
So I don't do it as much as I used to, but if I'm not busy on that Saturday, I will. I'll drive out there and open it up for people. So
that's awesome. So where in northern Utah are you guys?
So the Utah State Aggies, Logan, Utah. So we're the shop is in Smithfield, which is like 10 minutes north of Logan, 20 minutes from the Idaho border. So we are in the very top corner of very top corner in a little valley called Cache Valley. So, but I think the only thing really known about Cache Valley is Utah State University, and it's not even that well known. It's in the Mountain West. They play against like Air Force and Colorado, and their basketball team is probably the most known. They'll make it to the playing rounds of March Madness typically.
Which conference are they in?
I don't think they've ever won past the first, like, into the actual 32 or whatever, but they make it there typically.
So that's good. And so you're the PRS guy at Anarchy?
Mm-hmm. the 1+1 on top of a tripod.
Oh, right. Yes. So there you go. You and your partner's design and the products, a lot of the products that you sell, which is great. And what went into, like, what was one of the items that you personally had a hand in creating, and where did that come from in terms of your thinking about it?
So we started Anarchy, and I don't like racing to the bottom. The competition market, I don't like competition. I like to win.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
The Ruger Precision is where we started. So, and because it was a brand new rifle, and that rifle revolutionized the precision market. 2015, that's when Ruger dropped it. That's when Athlon Optics started. That's when Element Optics started. That's when Coltac started. Armageddon Gear, Area 419 came online. Like, it's a very pivotal year in the PRS space, and
they made it accessible to so many more people starting out.
People can bag on the Ruger Precision all they want. It takes P mags and AICS mags. It had a free floated handguard, had a swappable MOA scope base, had an adjustable cheek riser, length of pole, had a pistol grip, had an AR safety on it, had an adjustable trigger, and they were $800 when they first came out. I looked the other day what they are, and I about cried. I was like, when did they become $1,800?
They're that much now? I didn't realize that. Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, you get into the Magnum calibers and they're like $2,500. Like, it's
Okay.
The days of, I bought mine for I think it was $899.
Yeah, I thought they were still all under $1,000. Wow.
It might have been $790. I don't remember. It's somewhere between $800 and $900 is when I bought mine. And it's hanging on the wall over here. The gun that founded Anarchy. So
here, I'm gonna blow you up. Hold on a second. All right.
It's hanging up there in that top corner.
I see it. Yeah.
So if you go on the website, you can actually, on the website, on the main page, if you scroll down, I have it on a tripod shooting it. There's a picture of me. But that's the gun that started the company. That's the different parts and different things. Trying to think of a specific product that I came up with and took to market. Well, I have to think about that. I listen a lot and I take people's feedback. This product here was given to me by a friend. The friend was like, I want a chamber flag and a mag block in one.
Right.
And here it is. And we started with the rimfire one, like for Voodoos. I've got a whole bunch of them over there. So this is Anarchy sells these, but it's a different company that I have that actually makes these. I actually make these myself. All that crap on the bench back there is all the parts of these.
Okay, cool.
So my brother-in-law has designed some of our stuff. I saw a guy on here just talk about the Bagara handle. My brother-in-law actually came up with the Bagara handle and the TT1X handle, which that's cool. A really cool product because no one has ever done a bolt handle like that. It's a self-timing lock nut bolt handle.
Oh.
So you can install it, set it to the exact sweep you want, and lock it down.
Nice. Now, what's his background? Your brother.
My brother-in-law just likes to tinker. So he's also the one that designed this. So he has a machining background, but his degree and his job is in automation engineering. So he works as an automation engineer controlling valves and pumps for a massive water district. But he just likes to tinker. He's self-taught in CAD. Super brilliant. Like, can do calculus without trying and never applied himself, so he never went beyond that. Like engineering was too hard, so he went like too much math and like mechanical engineering, so he went a different route. I mean, he loves what he does and he's super good at it. And but like I'll throw ideas out to him and I'll end up with a drawing. Hey,
and
bro,
he'll just fabricate something that's awesome,
right? Like,
yeah.
So I'd have to really think about a product that I had like fully hands in, but the Ruger Precision has been our bread and butter for a long time. A lot of the parts go on the Ruger Americans. We are the premier Ruger American, Ruger Precision. If we don't make it, one of my friends does, and we sell it, like Sawtooth Arms, Depend-A-Built, Catalyst Arms. There's a couple others like that we've decided not to make those parts because someone else is making them or one of my friends is making them. And then if you make me mad, I'll go make the part. Like, so.
Or get your brother-in-law to make it.
Or you can't produce it. Like there's a couple of parts we released recently because the manufacturer who was making them just can't keep up, and we're always out of stock.
Oh,
so
okay.
I hold 3 to 6 months of paid for inventory. All my inventory in my shop is paid for. That's why it's slow growth, organic growth of the company. But yeah, I hold 7 figures of inventory that's paid for. So, which makes it easy for me to sell stuff, and because I don't have any debt on any of the inventory. So it took us 10 years. It took us 10 years to get there, but we got there. So
good for you.
But yeah, man, we're always looking for holes in the market to fill niches. One of those was muzzle loaders. If you go on our website, we've got ramrods and bullet starters and muzzle brakes. We figured out how to shoot sabots through a muzzle brake. We figured out some other things. And we've gotten good enough at iterating that we actually OEM parts for other companies as well. Some very well-known companies we make parts for, and we actually have designed, and we've had designs purchased by other companies.
So you license those out? Or
no, they bought it. They bought. We typically sell it, but with the right to manufacture it. So you have to manufacture it from us. And
gotcha.
So there's different ways to go about it, but yeah, we have some license agreements. We've had patent infringements and license agreements and cease and desist letters, and I've done it. We've done it. We've infringed on people's patents, and we did it unknowingly. We've come to licensing deals and agreements, and we had to cut a fat check for some back royalties and stuff. It's like whatever. So I've been down that road, and so it's always fun when I get cease and desists, and because I have an IP lawyer now, right? I just kick it over. I also have a little sister who's a confrontational lawyer, so it's always she's a litigation lawyer, so she likes to argue in the courtroom. So she's fun, but so I mean it's always good. And then so I was talking about my one business partner who's a hunter. His older brother is one of my friends, the friend that called me to start the business.
Okay.
He is a CPA, licensed CPA, chief financial officer, and now he's the general manager of the software company that I work for, that he was an owner of, that sold a couple years ago for a lot of money. So it's really interesting because people ask us, like, what are the criteria for success in business? Well, we have a loose cannon of creativity over here. We have an operational guru who's our COO, and then we have a financial wizard, right? So it's very interesting. Like, we've bought and sold a couple businesses as well, not in this industry but in others, and I can produce financial statements like a Fortune 500 company, like beautiful, like P&Ls and balance sheets and different things. So it's fun. There's a lot of trust between the three of us, and without that we couldn't operate. We do a lot of crazy things, and it's fun. Like but yeah, so anyways, we find niches of products to do, niches that haven't been filled. So we've been very successful in the rimfire world. I noticed the rimfire trend in 2019 at SHOT Show, and I was like, rimfire is going to pop off, and it did. It popped off massive.
Yeah.
And so Tiga T1X, the Ruger Precision, the Bagara B14, the Ruger
CZ.
American long range. I'm missing one. Oh, the CZ 457. Got to look at my wall. I have them all on the wall. Got to look at the wall.
Now, William, I had a question for you, and I don't think you do. You, yeah.
No, we don't do a ton of 1022 stuff. I've been thinking about doing 2245 stuff, but I haven't gone down. There are a couple of companies that have like tons of stuff for it, but I've been contemplating 2245 stuff, especially since Ruger just filed a patent for a double stack one.
Did they? I didn't hear about that.
It's been about 6 months ago. They filed a magazine patent for a double stack Ruger. What is it? The 2245.
The Mark. Yeah,
the Mark IV.
Yeah.
They filed a double stack, so it should be able to take 20 rounds, which would be sweet.
So yeah, I guess the only people that compete in that or have that market right now is what Keltec or
that Taurus.
Oh yeah,
that new Taurus is legit. So, oh yeah, we do Savage handles, and actually our Savage handle is freaking awesome because it actually lightens the bolt lift. Like it's that tight of tolerance that it changes the feel of the bolt. And we used to wire EDM them, which is expensive and stupid. But in order to hold the tolerances we wanted, we wire EDM them. Now our machine shop has the capability to machine them. He's got a 5-axis. You need a 5-axis to be able to do it. But because some of the internal geometries are goofy. So we wired EDM the first one. So if you've got one of our first ones, we started making them, dude, they are legit wire EDM'd, like awesome. So
that's, I think, is it Tim who's got Tim? I guess Tim has one of yours. So that's, or he knows of yours. So that's great. Well, I want to be mindful of your time, and I just realized we're right at the top of the hour here, or past the top of the hour. So let's wrap up and give away some prizes. Yeah, for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good to go another 30 minutes if you want to, or we can wrap up now. It's up to you. We didn't get to any of your questions.
Okay, I know. Let's get to a couple of questions a little bit for a little bit longer.
Typically, when I go with Ilya, I go for about 2 hours.
Okay.
So I just figured we were going for an hour and a half or whatever, but.
No worries. So, one of the questions that we didn't get a chance to ask was, where does the name come from, and who came up with that?
So I came up with the name. Anarchy means like complete and utter freedom. So it's Anarchy Outdoors. It's like utter freedom in the outdoors, right? The ability to do what you want. We did not start. We did not start as a gun company. We wanted to keep it generic as an outdoors company. So we didn't do like Praetorian Tactical or Joe Blow's Tactical or Precision Tactical, Slap Me, Timmy Tactical, whatever, right?
Yeah.
We went with Anarchy Outdoors. Now we've gotten some blowback a little bit since 2019 and COVID. But before that, nobody even freaking knew it. And everyone reads it as Archery Outdoors. Like, I was like, hey, your hat says Archery Outdoors. That's cool. I'm like, it's Anarchy. Learn to read. Like, reading's hard. We get it. It's okay. But that's where it came from. It's a play out of Jeff Bezos' book, right? I wanted to pick an A, right?
Okay.
It's in the alphabet. It's but you know, it also kind of just goes with the vibe. Like we've embraced the name and it kind of fits. Like we believe in the freedom in the outdoors, or you know, we hate all of the hunting regulations and all the weird crap they're doing in our state. So we now live in a center fire, open sight only deer unit.
No. When did that start? This year?
It's a 5-year trial process, and it started last year.
Whose idea was that?
The government of Utah.
Oh gosh.
So, but that type of stuff, we stay on top of the hunting trends because my two business partners, they hunt a lot, and we've been able to stay on. That's what we've become locally famous for. Is we have what you need to make like your rifle legal or your muzzleloader legal as they keep changing the laws every year. Oh, but take away your scope. Oh, then it's a red dot. Oh no, you have to have open sights. Oh, it can't be it has to be a percussion cap open to the weather. It can't be like a Remington lockdown muzzleloader, you know. So we stay current, and so all the muzzleloader guys, they have to come back and buy from us every year because the law changes.
Oh my gosh.
But
yeah, because open sights only. Like you have so much cover in Utah.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is lower the harvest rate, but increase their revenue by selling more tags. People have been, since COVID hit, it's hard. So, but pre-COVID, you could draw a deer tag every year. Post-COVID takes 3 years to get enough points to draw a tag. So they're trying to increase the tags, which increases their revenue, but lower the harvest rate. And I think all they're going to do is have a bunch of dead, wounded animals that no one can find. But
here's sports. Yeah, soon to be flintlock only.
Yes, it's on their freaking. Yes, it is on their freaking agenda. So there's actually a special season where it's flintlock only. I think.
Is there? I thought that was.
I think it's some units in Utah. There's a flintlock only.
That's crazy.
Colorado probably does it too because they're just as dumb as Utah, or dumber. They're dumber than Utah actually, but.
Well, at least you can still use lead.
Yeah. Actually, you want to shoot freaking copper Thor bullets out of muzzleloader. So what you do is you get their bore set.
Mm-hmm.
So you find the one that's the tightest. So when you push it down, it seals it just like a modern day cartridge. You don't have any gas leakage or anything. 450-yard shot with a muzzleloader.
No way.
Yeah, buddy. But you have to take the time to figure out what everyone shoots sabots because they're just easier to shoot.
Yeah,
but they're wildly inaccurate, and so if you actually get the right diameter Thor solid copper bullet and you put it down there, it seals it. So what you typically do is they make little sealing wads too. So you drop the wad, stick the bullet, so when it hits the powder, it's sealed like a modern day cartridge.
Is it because the copper expands more readily, or how is it?
Well, have you ever tried to push a bullet through a rifle? Like, have you ever tried to push a bullet through a barrel?
Yeah.
Can you drop a bullet through a barrel? No. You have to push it.
Yeah.
So that's the same concept because that bullet is sealing the gas. So none of the gas can go around the bullet. It has to push it out. So with a muzzle loader, if the bullet is smaller than the diameter of the barrel, your bullet's going to wobble back and forth while gas blows all around it. So you don't get a good seal, and the bullet comes out doing whatever it wants. So if you have a rifled muzzleloader bullet, you seal it, you can get it coming out and spinning like a centerfire cartridge. So, and you can get on some of the really nice ones, you can get 800 to 900 yards, like consistent shots out of them.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they're Arrowhead rifles. Best of the West has some. Like there are some incredible shots. My neighbor, before the scopes were illegal, 3 years in a row, he killed a deer at 450 with his.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty common with Western hunting.
But not with a muzzleloader, it's not.
No, with a muzzleloader.
He did that with a muzzleloader.
Oh my god!
Dude, my freaking that buddy of mine killed a marmot with a 7 Psalm at 1,500 yards.
A marmot?
And he's got it on video.
Wow!
I'll have to find his YouTube channel. He's got it on video. Watch it hit it at like barely tell what it is because it's like through a scope or whatever. They friggin' hit it, and he's got he's got a bunch of cases that he's like killed marmots at like crazy ranges. He lasers them with like the date on them. He's got them sitting on his windowsill because 1,500 yards on a marmot, like a marmot's like this big.
Yeah.
And it's looking at you, so it's really this big.
Yeah, because you don't have a huge profile.
Yeah, dude, he's my neighbor. Like that dude, I'm a good shot, but that dude is much better than I am. So,
That sounds.
I don't think I could hit a marmot at 1,500 yards, but
I don't think I'd hit a deer at 1,500 yards.
Yeah. Where deer?
So apparently, Pennsylvania has a flintlock only season, and Tim says Missouri, Nebraska, and Alabama allow deer hunting with a spear or atlatl.
That'd be fun.
That would be
atlatl
interesting.
would be fun. You know what an atlatl is, right?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to use one in the Yucatan?
No, I've used one at like a Boy Scout camp back when I was little, like Cub Scouts.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wooden arm with the javelin.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. But
I wonder how many folks hunt with spears. I mean, it's interesting that they do. I mean, I know a lot of folks.
Well, there's that one YouTuber that got like ridiculed for it. He like jumped out of the tree onto the deer with a spear.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You have to just Google it because it created like a firestorm on the internet. That was a couple years ago.
I know folks will hunt fish with them, but yeah, I never would have thought to go hunt. I mean, obviously our ancestors hunted with spears, so yeah.
I had a friend of mine tell me, once you've hunted the most dangerous game, it's not fun anymore. I have some friends who are much older than me, and these guys are like GWAT vets from 2003, Tora Bora, like when they're like, oh yeah, we dropped into Afghanistan with no support. Yeah, I have some friends in that category.
Yeah.
And they're I asked one like 2 years ago. Because he was still in the fight, and I was like, bro, you're addicted. And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, you are so addicted. Comes back like a year later and goes, bro, I'm so addicted. but he's done some work. I don't think he's addicted anymore, but some of those guys, it's like people shooting back at him. So it's crazy.
Did he go into contracting afterwards just to get that fix?
So he's actually quite famous. You can actually Google him. Sean Ryan's show is The Real Life John Wick. So if you go Google The Real Life John Wick with Sean Ryan, you'll find a good friend of mine. But he was a Green Beret and then did Ground Branch and has worked with other agencies and stuff. So it's his story to tell. It's crazy. Sean Ryan's got an episode with him. Jocko Willing's got an episode with him. One of Jocko's employees, JP Donnell's got one with him. And then there's another guy. I don't remember. I don't think he's a veteran, but he interviews a lot of the guys, especially that are using psychedelics for like PTSD and TBIs and stuff. He did one with him not too long ago. I don't remember what. You just have to, once you find the guy's name, just Google all of his episodes. He's got a handful of them out there. But he's the one that puts on the TRT sniper match in Montana.
Oh, okay. So
it's a bunch of old retired Green Berets and Force Recon Marines, and it's just a good time. It's a bunch of crazy psychopaths.
Now, speaking of matches, we were talking before the show started. You're often on a show with another friend of mine, Ilya, Dark Lord of Optics, and you're saying that you got to get to know him, not before you were on his live stream show, but you got to compete on his team or against him in a match.
Against him, yeah. He shot with one of my buddies. And it's fun. Ilya, if you guys have ever checked out Dark Lord of Optics, he just does live streams, and he's like a physics professor. Like, he's just dry and kind of
boring. He's an optical physicist. Yeah.
But he's so freaking brilliant. And but I get on there and I just crack jokes and make funny questions, because then he like livens up a little bit, and like you get a lot more out of his live streams. But yeah, we went out and shot it, and it's super fun because it's a sniper match. It's find your targets, communicate with your partner, engage the targets. A lot of it's, you don't shoot a ton. A lot of it's communication and different skills other than shooting. Like, yeah, you have to be able to shoot for sure. But can you talk to your partner? Can you look at a mountainside and direct him to the target. Like and Ilya helped us RO afterwards. Like, so we went and shot it, and then we RO'd for the actual match. So Ilya hung out and we RO'd, and a lot of listening to people talk to each other. See the mountain? Which one? There's 3. See that mountain? See the tree? What tree? This tree? That tree? There's 1,000 trees. See, they're like just trying to see them talk to each other is like pretty funny. So it's more of, can you communicate and work with your partner than can you shoot? So, but
now were the teams were they matched up at the event, or did
you brought your own team?
Okay. So hopefully you would have shot with your spotter ahead of time, and you would think they would work out some of those details.
I mean, I shot with my brother-in-law. We both shot PRS for 10 years. Never have we had to communicate on the clock with each other, and we learned really fast that we weren't great at it. But we made it through. We actually we were in the middle of the pack out of 27 teams. We took like 16th or something. But we shot it the day before everyone else shot it. And we did it with a minute and a half less par time on every stage. Because when we shot it as experienced shooters, like, we don't get the whole communication stuff, but we're experienced PRS shooters. We shot it, and dude, they were like, "Are you like?" Our scores were just nasty, like just little, and they were like, "Holy crap!" And they just started adding like minute and a half to 2 minutes to every stage. So.
So I want to wrap things up just because I realize that even though you've got more time, I've got a teenage girl that I got to go pick up from school. She's at school late because she's the one of the stage techs for.
She's doing drama or whatever.
Yeah. So she's helping out doing the lighting for I guess some performance. I don't know. I don't even know what the performance is tonight. So she gets she has to get picked up by Dad. So that's when I got to get going.
Perfect. Well, let's wrap it up. Your audience is well engaged. If you want to do this again, send me an invite.
Absolutely, yeah. And I want to hear more stories about the matches. And before I forget, so who in your particular match with Ilya, who ended up with a higher score?
Oh, my team beat Ilya's, but I also like his partner is a good shooter, but like I loaned him a gun. He put it in his own stock. It wasn't zeroed, and he was so flustered at the beginning. He wouldn't listen because he was super flustered. And I was like, he's like, I can't see where I'm hitting. I'm like, pick a rock at 400 yards and shoot at it and we'll measure it. Click, 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 shoot it again. Oh, we're right there. Now come to the paper. He wouldn't listen. So he shot the first couple stages without a zeroed rifle. And then he zeroed it on the fly and he got it going. But he just wouldn't listen. So yes, unfortunately, he had a rough start.
Yeah,
Ilya's also Ilya hasn't shot near the number of competitions that we have. So he's kind of a newer one now. He shot more of the spot and stock ones than I have, but positional shooting, I'm just way more advanced, and my gun was set up for it. He was shooting his little Q fix. They're great guns, but PRS is all about balance and maneuverability and different things. So he learned a lot. He's going to come back and have a good time. He's already. I mean, it's not till July. He's already booked his accommodations. We're already planning to go up. I've got 4 or 5 other friends coming. It's going to be a good time.
That's awesome. And do you want to? We'll get to drawing the prizes, but before we get into that and wrapping things up, is there anything else you want to plug? Is the match invitational? Are you putting it on? What's the?
So unfortunately, that match is sold out. It's sold out in 3 weeks. It's called the TRT Sniper Match. It's TRT stands for Thornton Ranch Training Center. It's the ranch we're going to shoot on. It's the ranch we're going to shoot on. If it does open back up, because there's 36 teams signed up, and there are some good teams. A couple of the teams shooting went to the Nasty. If you've ever heard of the Nasty,
no,
just Google the Nasty.
Okay,
the Nasty is invitation only at Hat Creek in Idaho, and they're all Tier 1 operators from all over the world. It's invite only. Entrance fee is $9,000. They give away $30,000 night visions and stuff when you win, but like entrance fee is $9,000, and it's the premier unit. So if you go out to like Seekins or Eberly Stock or to Hat Creek training, the new Seekins rifle that they put out, the Sick, they debuted it at the Nasty. So like if you've seen some of those videos, it's invite only, and they are the best teams in the world that come in to shoot that. It's every 2 years. So a couple of the teams that shot that will be at this match. And then we had a Navy SEAL team shoot it last year. A pair from the SEAL team shot it. And then just a bunch of random PRS guys. And the girl, we had a 16-year-old girl win the 1,800 meter shot and won the Zeiss, the new Zeiss 6-36.
Nice.
Scope. So a 16-year-old girl won it. So you never know what's going on, right? So,
that's awesome.
But no, I don't have anything to plug. I mean, I appreciate anyone who goes and supports the website, right?
Oh yeah,
I feed my kids. I feed 11 employees' kids. They pay their mortgages, and the dollar speaks, right? We make awesome products. We have good warranties. If you want to trust us with your money, we appreciate it, and we really respect that. And also, if you have ideas and products that you can't find on the market, shoot them over to us. We'll put them on the product design board. This year, we're going into the air rifle rabbit hole.
Oh, okay.
So
that is a big gap. That is a big rabbit hole.
You'll begin to see some air rifle stuff come probably towards the middle of the year.
That's really cool. Now, there was a question on this that Hillbilly said that Justin posted up a question. I'm missing what Justin, if you could put that up again. I'm just trying to scroll back and find where you posted that question. But if you had another question for Aaron, could you post it up now? What was
Porsche Speedster? You might want to meet her dad before you do that. He's a former jarhead and is a little crazy. 30 MOA scope bases should be the standard on all scope base on all rifles going forward. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, it depends on the rifle, right?
Oh, I mean, what capabilities does my shop have? We don't actually manufacture in house. We manufacture with job shops, and they have Swiss mills, screw machines, fit 5-axis, and then we do a lot of additive manufacturing, aka really expensive 3D printing. The Penguin grip that you have is 3D printed.
I didn't realize that.
It's on a MFJ printer, which is multi-fusion jet printer. And it's the powder. It prints its powder and it lasers it. It's isometric, meaning it's like injection molded, and it's nylon 11 and nylon 12.
That's why, because usually I could spot just a little bit of the seam,
yeah. There's no
layer
lines because it's not printed like that, and nor will it break like a filament printer, right? Like this has got layer lines. You can see the layer lines right here.
Hold on, let me blow you up. Sorry. Sorry. There you go.
So this is printed on a filament printer. You can see the layer lines.
Barely.
Now, yeah, well, because the face, we use a textured plate on the face, so it makes it look nice and beautiful.
Yeah.
But you can see especially on the yellow, it's kind of hard to see on the video, but you can see the layer lines. All of the stuff that we print, so we got bag riders and scope and throw lever bases and some funnels and some other stuff, but it's printed on what we call additive manufacturing. And it's not the same as your filament printer. It's a lot more expensive, and it's isometric. And what does that mean? It means it has a Z-axis, which means it's as strong as injection molding. So yes, layer lines delaminate, and they're also fracture points. So
I do like the Penguin grip. My only pet peeve is I wish it was just not a little bit shorter, not as tall in terms of the base. That's the
shortest one we make.
I know. It's just, I guess, because I have a narrow palm.
Got little fingers.
Yeah. I got long fingers, but yeah, it's not as wide as a palm as some folks.
We make the Emperor grip for the guys, the blue collar guys with 14 size fingers. Dude, I got little fingers. Some of those guys out there got big throw levers. William, send us what scope it goes on. And we'll look to see if we can add it to our repertoire. We actually talked about updating all of our scope levers because it's been a few years and all the models of scopes have changed.
So that was a question from William Trax. For those of you who are listening, I can't find a 37 millimeter throw lever anywhere. So, and everybody should check out Anarchy Outdoors. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to post up your URL. I guess I could do it on the side chat, but I won't be able to put it up on the video description. But let me just
the URL's easy. It's anarchyoutdoors.com, and even easier than that, just type it into Google.
There we go.
We are extremely good when it comes to technology because I'm a technology manager for my day job, and SEO works. AI recognizes it. All you gotta do is Google it. I always get mad when people are like, my friends are like, "Hey, I want to come to the shop. What's the address?" I'm like, Google it, and then push that direction button from the Google, like it will show up, right? Anarchy Outdoors, it shows up. We have 300 Google reviews, 30,000 Instagram followers. Like we're not hidden. Like we're not the biggest company in the world, but we're also not a startup, right?
Yeah, you will definitely show up as the first one on the Google page. So,
yep.
If you type in Anarchy Outdoors.
And then for your audience, I don't know if you have international. I guess the last plug, we ship internationally. At the bottom of our website, there is how to ship internationally. We have an exporter. You go and fill out the paperwork. It goes through. Like it's a pretty seamless process. The list of countries we ship to are typically NATO countries, except for Belgium for some stupid reason. Belgium's not on the list, even though it's the headquarters of NATO.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Don't ask me. It changes. The lawyers tell us what we can and can't do. It's fine. But we ship to like most countries: South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, England, Germany, Holland, but not Belgium for some reason. I know because I had a friend in Belgium trying to order something, and I was like, find a friend in Holland. Like, so. Anyways.
One final question from the side chat. Do you make 2011 grips?
I have thought about it, but not yet. We would probably start with CZ Shadow 2s and then go to 1911s, just because I have a CZ. But I have thought about it, but we haven't done it yet. But there's some really cool stuff that we're doing with 3D printing that we could print some really gnarly ones.
I would. You guys would come up with some really interesting stuff, I'm sure. If you guys,
I'll show you one thing before we go.
Okay.
So this is our ultralight bolt.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks pretty sick.
This is a hybrid between a little Bertha and a big Bertha.
Here,
it is hollow. It's hollow. This is a titanium aluminum alloy that is 3D printed. So it weighs 4 ounces.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Comes in black and silver and a kind of ugly color of red, but.
Well, I definitely want to get the black one of that. That looks so cool. So are those holes going all the way into the center part, or?
Yeah, it's completely hollow.
Wow.
Here, listen. Did you hear that? It's completely hollow. So the threads are printed. The reason it has a neck on it, because the Bertha doesn't have a neck on it, is the threads are in this neck. But like you can look through it. Like
that's so cool.
See that? You can see my face.
Yeah, I can totally see it.
It's completely hollow. It weighs 4 ounces. It's awesome. So
that's awesome.
Compared to this one, like this is the little dragon scale. This weighs twice as much.
Oh yeah,
as this one.
But for folks who want that sort of more, substantial feel, that makes total sense.
I mean, this is for like your NRL hunter guys or your hunters, right? Every ounce counts,
right?
And it's just freaking cool looking. Like, it's got a great shape. It's ergonomical. Like, I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Okay, folks, let's get into the contest and wrap things up. Let me just bring up the screen there.
Yes, we do ship to FBOs and APOs.
Cool. All right. Just want to remind you guys that there's a new contest, actually 2 new contests on my website. CV Life is giving away an LPVO this month. And the reason why I say a LPVO is actually they're going to give you the winner a choice between some LPVOs that they have. So you'll get a selection from them at the end of the month, whoever wins, and you can pick which one of the LPVOs you want. So that's great. So go to moondogindustries.com/contest for details on both of those contests. And the other item that is being supplied by Claris is a 3,300 lumen tack light. So both of those contests are details are online. They're both separate contests. So one's obviously the sponsor is Claris, and the other one is CV Life. So you have an opportunity to win this rechargeable 3,300 lumen tech light. Just go to moondogindustries.com/contest, and I will include the URL on the side chat right now. And here's our final clue for the Anarchy Outdoors swag pack that Aaron's going to give out. This basketball team got its name actually from its original home, which was not in Utah. It was in New Orleans. And they moved to Utah in 1979. And for the first 10 years, they were one of the least successful teams in the NBA until 1984 when they made their first playoff. So if you know who this team is, I picked the team in honor of our guest and their home in Utah. So if you know who this team is, put it on the side chat. I see a lot of people have already put their name on there. And in addition, the first 3 correct emails that I get at contest@moondogindustries.com will get a patch from Vector Optics, which is sponsoring the other big giveaway that we're going to have at the end of the show, because we're going to pick the winner of my contest from last month. In fact, I'm going to have you, Aaron, you're going to help pick this out. Oh, by the way, one other extra bonus for those of you who saw the thumbnail. I'm just going to bring it up on stage real quick here. For what, I don't know if it's showing up or not.
Not yet.
There we go. So this is the thumbnail that I have for today's episode. So here is the bonus question here for a bonus prize, and the bonus prize is going to be this. Oh, there we go. This is a red dot, or really an adjustment tool for well, a lot of things. That it's got like a flathead and a torque screw at the bottom, but it looks like a tiny little, I guess, rifle or SMG with what appears to be a Hera stock at the end. And this is a cool little adjustment tool. This is going to go to the first email correct answer. If you can identify the band in the thumbnail of today's episode, if you include the correct answer in your subject line and your mailing address in the body of the email, the first correct answer I get for which band is in the thumbnail will get this cool little adjustment tool from Vector Optics. All right, let's bring up let me see here if I can bring this up onto the screen. Share screen for our giveaway. And this is for the Vector Optics IX8. And this is the LPVO. Do I have it over here? Yes. This is what we for the contest from last month. So we're going to draw for the winner of this fiber optic 1 to 8 power LPVO. So Aaron, give me a countdown and I'll click the button and we'll pick the winner.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, click.
All right. Let's see who wins. Ron, congratulations. Whoops. What happened there? Oh, there we go. Okay. And I'm going to Congratulations to Ron. I'll be contacting you based on your entry form, and that's the reason why I asked for a lot of information for our website entries, so I can contact you, and you'll be getting your LPVO directly from Vector Optics. So congratulations on that. And Hillbilly says he can't see. Did he?
You don't have the picture of the band up.
Oh, okay. Let me bring up the band. Okay, let me bring that up to the stage. Okay, can you guys see it now? I don't know if you can. Hopefully you can. Let me know. Do you guys see it? The thumbnail?
Yeah, of course I can see it now.
Okay, all right. Now let me bring up the our final giveaway, which is for the Anarchy Outdoors. And let me just bring that up. Share the screen. All right. Got 8 entries.
Oh, that's what he meant. He wasn't seeing the wheel. Okay.
Oh, okay. He didn't see the wheel. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring that up.
Well,
I guess it's yeah. So
anyway,
Matata. So give me a countdown, and I'll press the button for the
Jamie Justiano got his entry in. Sneaky. Look at that. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click.
And it's going to go to Hillbilly. Congratulations.
Hillbilly up.
I hope you can see that.
Oh, we can see it.
Okay. All right. So, for the correct answer on the side chat, though, guys, you got to email that to me. Let me just post up my email address to send that to contest@moondogindustries.com. The first email that I get from somebody out there who has the correct answer with on the subject line gets that little tool. So there you go. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me on the side chat there. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button before we cut out on this video. And I'd like to thank my guest again, Aaron, for joining us and talking about a little bit about his time in the Yucatan, as well as starting this amazing company in Utah, Anarchy Outdoors. Again, everybody should check them out. Even if you don't own a rifle, go check them out just to see the cool stuff. And you got other stuff on your website as well.
Yeah, I mean, we manufacture our own stuff. We retail like stuff, and then we do tactical uniforms and clothing from a company called UF Pro, and then we do some web gear stuff as well. And then we got like hunting related stuff like Peekaroo fuel if you're into dehydrated meals, and basically if it's something we want a good deal on, we offer it on our own website. Some of the things on there don't make sense, but people come and buy it, so it's all good.
Awesome.
So, lots of fun times.
I definitely want to have you back on maybe next month or whenever you guys whenever you have time.
Just coordinate it, just send it. So
we'll do. Well, thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks a lot, Aaron. You be safe out there, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. God bless. Moondog and Aaron out.
Hey, I'd like to know what you thought of this video. Leave me a comment or chat with me on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, MeWe, Instagram, or Locals. And if you want to see all of my videos, go to moondogindustries.com.